Alright, what is up everybody? This is Brandon from At The Trading Camp, and before we can get into today's video, I'm going to need everybody to leave a like and click that subscribe button. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about what is dividend investing and why it is important. Alright, so what are dividends? Think of a dividend as a company saying thank you for owning a share or shares of their business. Imagine a dividend as getting a bonus at your job for all of your hard work. Your boss is thanking you for the hard work by giving you that bonus. That is the same scenario for a dividend. The company is giving you, in our case, a bonus for investing into their company. This bonus is deposited straight into your account as cash, or you can turn on dividend reinvestment, which just reinvests your dividends back into the company. They can pay them monthly or quarterly. That's the majority of them, and there's only a few that I can name that pay twice or maybe even once a year. Alright, so the nice thing about dividend paying companies is before you invest into the company, they will tell you how much they pay you yearly, in our case the bonus, that they will give you per share for owning their stock. So this makes it great because would you rather buy a company that pays you 81 cents a year or $1.81 a year? Easy answer. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the ex-dividend date. So there's a cutoff date called the ex-dividend date. This is basically just saying if you want to receive the dividend payout, you must own our stock before this date. A strategy that many investors use is buying thousands of shares of that company right before the ex-dividend date so that they are eligible for the payout. In our case, again, the bonus. Alright, so there are a bunch of positives about dividends. The first one being portfolio growth, the second one being reducing risk and volatility, and then the third one being tax advantages. So in the next slide, I'm going to go more in depth about the tax advantages because honestly, this is really important when it comes to dividend investing. Alright, so here are the tax advantages. If you are a single person filing single on your tax form, as long as you make less than $39,375 a year from dividends and actual income, you do not have to pay any capital gains taxes on them. And the only requirement is that you must hold them for 60 to 90 days. Alright, so then if you are a single filer for taxes, anywhere in between $39,476 and $434,550 of income and dividends, you only pay 15% capital gains tax on your dividends. And then $434,551 to $510,301 is only 20%. Alright, so if you're married and you make anywhere under $78,751 and you're filing as a joint couple on your taxes, you do not have to pay any capital gains on your dividends. But once you bump up into the next bracket of $78,751 to $488,850, that's when you'll pay 15% capital gains tax. And then the next bracket for married couples is $488,851 to $612,351. That's where you'll pay 20%. Alright, so dividend investing, in my opinion, is very, very important because what I do is I take all of my gains from options and I just put it into a long term for my dividends. The reason I like doing this is because on options, on average, you pay 35 to 40% capital gains. And then on dividends, I can make all the way up to $434,550 of income and dividends and only pay 15%. Alright, so on the other side, there is always negatives to positives. So the first negative of dividends is they are not guaranteed forever. High-paying dividends can sometimes not afford to keep paying it, so if they slash the dividend, that can send the stock tumbling. The second negative being the stock does not grow as quick due to the dividends, and then the third one being you can lose the dividend and the stock price. Alright, so real quick, I'm going to talk about dividend yield. So this is what I look at before I invest into a company. So a dividend yield, you usually want it to be like 3 to 6%. Once it starts hitting 7%, that's when the company does not have much room to grow anymore. So what I look for is 3 to 6%. Once it starts going towards 7%, that's when the company is not going to be increasing dividends as much. So I like that 3 to 6% range. So to find the dividend yield, all you do is, in our case, we're going to take the bonus amount, which is the dividend, divided by the price per share, and then multiply it by 100, and that gives you the dividend yield. So we're going to look at an actual example. So this is a company that I am invested in. It's Altria Group. It's a tobacco company. So they pay you $3.36 every year per share you own. In our case, this is going to be the bonus. So for this example, let's just say that MO is trading at $42. So since they pay $3.36 per share each year, we are going to take $3.36 and divide it by 42, which is the share price, and that's going to give us 0.08. then you can either just move the decimal 2 places over to the right or multiply it by 100, and that's going to give us an 8% dividend yield. So again, personally, I look for dividend yields of 3 to 6%, 7% being the max, but since MO has been paying dividends for over 30 years, I invested in it for the short term. Personally, I'm only going to invest in this for maybe 5 more years because honestly, I think tobacco is probably going to be dead within the next 10 years, but that's just my opinion. All right, so MO continued. It may sound like 336 is not a lot for owning a stock every year, but let's say you invested $20,000 into MO, that would give you 476 shares. 476 shares multiplied by the dividend payout per year would give you $1,599.36 every year. So if you held that same position for 20 years, you will make $31,987.20 off of just owning a stock. I can't stress how important it is to be investing your money into dividends. And then, of course, plus or minus how much that stock goes up. That's why you keep up with the news and invest in only companies that have good dividend history. So the more you invest, the more you will make. And then, in my opinion, if you have money sitting in the bank, you might as well put it into dividends because you're going to make more money from the dividends than you would just having it sit in the bank, gaining 0% interest every year. Alright, so if you're new to the channel, leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you are investing in dividends, let me know your favorite companies below. Next week, I will be showing you guys my dividend portfolio. So until next week, peace out.